Oh, sit here for a minute, collect my piece. Got some noises in the background, you know. Let's check this out. Greetings. How's it going? This is an old school book I'm going to pull up. I don't know if I really have the space for gardening, but seems to be the. Check this out. You're like, that looks old. Yeah, it kind of is. This is from the 70s. This is the self-sufficient Gardner. Got some background noise, whatever, with neighbors doing stuff. John Seymor just seemed, this is a book a friend of mine used to use as kind of a manual. Shall we look through it? Let's see. Using the new deep bed method to grow more food in less space. I'm going to talk about this because I saw a pretty cool video. It was about this guy from South Central Los Angeles, and he was talking about his name's, but the last name of Finley. I think it's John Finley. Anyway, he was talking about how the city would not allow him to say garden right off the curb. That means, like, if you had some soil that was just sitting out there in front of your house with grass growing out of it, instead of doing that, you would develop it, right? And he was seeing liquor stores on every corner, right? Unhealthy things, and he showed something that really got my attention. And even if you say aren't going to grow a garden, can't grow a garden, whatever, you can change the way you eat. But originally, people before the advent of big grocery stores, big lines of grocery stores, people would grow their own food. And I looked back at my ancestors and I was like, well, what did they do? They were farming, right? So they were working the land. And I grew up seeing my mom do that. She would be in the backyard. We had a pretty big backyard, and it was in Magna, Utah. And an irrigation ditch right by it. And it was that, and let's see, woodworking or working in the fishing trade. And I think about, let's see, Trelleborg, Sweden, where some of one of my great grandfathers is from, before his sons migrated, say, to Canada, and then from Canada came down into the U.S. Pardon me. And what was the most common trade they would have, or where they were working? And you're like, huh. So it was like the two number ones was agriculture, just farming, and cabinet making. See, so both of those would have worked hand in hand. So where does this come in? Well, I don't think they were, more than likely they weren't using garden boxes back in that time frame. They were working the land itself, and then you wouldn't be growing a lawn, you would be growing, let's see, wow, check this out. I'm kind of switching up, but listen up. Let's see. The self-sufficient Gardner was conceived and edited and designed by, let's see, Dorling Kindersley Limited. Okay, 9 Henrietta Street, London. Okay. Originally published in Great Britain by Faber and Faber Limited, London. Wow. Library of Congress, cataloging and publication data, Seymor, John, 1914. Wow. So this would take it back a few. I'm at 50% volume on my bar for my amp, because now I have it plugged in where I didn't before. Isn't that cool? Anyway, it's been going a while, but so 1914. Wow. And this is a, reprint as of 1978. You're like, wow. So copyright 1978 by Dorling Kindersley Limited. Text copyright 1978 by John Seymor. All rights reserved. Okay. I'm going to flip through this and kind of, okay, so here's this. And you can see it's all hand drawn. Even if you look at the cover, that is all hand drawn. No computer animation whatsoever, no graphics. Here's another one. You're like, why am I bringing this up? Well, if you have the space, well, let's say you have a lawn or something, you're going to have to protect your gardening area. Got a dog barking. But it was just something I was thinking about, and it got a little intimidating. I'm like, because we have an overgrown box in my backyard, Just gave this a retune. Hopefully I did all right. But I was looking up at that full moon last night. I'm just going to be really honest, I've struggled a lot over this last year and this year, and with self-esteem, things like that. So getting up here and being live is not easy for me, but I do it because I don't have any. What else do I have to do? You know what I mean? I could get depressed and then let that get on top of me and do nothing, which started to happen for a while. I was like, why do I even record anything? But I said, full moon on the rise. Grandmother told me, if you fall down, get on up and reclaim the ground. Said, old school is still cool. Get into the garden, what you got in the box, said, hey. Looking on down as the full moon shines on, easy on the way. That sounds all right. And you get, you see these pros out here. I could think of a couple that come to mind. And you go, what am I doing even getting up here and even trying to play? These people are like, hundreds of songs they know, and you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people lack the patience to even want to listen, so it's like, you're not some kind of commercial artist. I think it's better just to be honest and be yourself. Looking out on the tree line, see the full moon shining through the trees on the tree line. Gotta do what I gotta do, gotta live healthy on the way. Whoa, grandmother, grandfather on the tree line, birds on the ground picking down for a worm. Grit down, we're gonna go now, deep into the earth and soil, we're gonna go now. On back to the fatherland, back to the mother soil. On for which I stand, honor for which I stay, true and all. When they come to strip it down, and you know they will, they don't stand for nothing at all, no. They keep me in mind real strong. Oh, keep it mellow like lavender, straight from the Ukraine. Violet, lavender. I did get some essential oil from there. Growing like a beard on the side of the mountain. Like a call. I was in the mountains just yesterday. woman and a man picking up trash on the side of the road. Hey. Looked like a good idea. Again, they were drinking a beer, somebody else, not them, but they just crumpled up the can and threw it on the side of the road. That don't look too good to me. Would you put that in your garden to grow? No, 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 yeah. My mama said, Granddad and Grandmama said, hey, pick that can up off the side of the road and grow something else in the garden stay. Let it be a rhubarb, yeah, better than a beer can. Down there with the city folk, yeah, just expect too much, I guess. Don't give a goddamn about what's on the side of the road anyway. Sure as the moonlight shines down, healing light for a healing crown. Mama told me for wisdom which to stay. What are you anyway? Just a simple man. Call yourself whatever you like, but you are what you are. Grandmother, grandfather, all I have left is to root down, fly high. Tell me which way to fly home, 'cause I keep looking down. I start looking up to you, 'cause I'm the seed that you laid down. Come on, root down, fly high, which way to go, 'cause you know it's sky high. When the soil's in the ground, put your hand down and feel it for yourself. Think I just take it easy on the range, play on a while, see which way, turn the page. Root down and fly high. hands in the soil, see what you got in the ground. They told me I wasn't nothing at all, yeah. Said it's all over now. Said it was the end of the world. By all means, I don't think so. Gonna root down, gonna fly. Root down, fly. Looking up at the moon last night, even as my voice shakes now. Said I'm gonna root down and fly, even if my honor is casted all the way down to the ground, yeah. Even if I'm tested all the way down to the ground, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Sure as a crow flies, yeah. Sure as the birds reach down with the beak to the ground. For enough worms to eat, you know. Life gets hard, keep it real simple and reach down to the ground and root down. Grandfather said, better respect grandmother on the way down. Way over. You know she gave birth to your mama before you even came here at all. You know where you came from. Self-sufficiency was the way on back then. You know you can root down, fly high, which way you're gonna go, 'cause it's sky high. Sounds like a simple song. Well, I know it is. Swim my head back and forth, because that's all I have left to give. And I have to do what I gotta do to live. Cause a fountain won't run dry. lavender smooth as rain, sure as a wind blows. Straight on back to the Ukraine, down to the bed in the USA. Long way back, you see. I ain't got nowhere else to go, so I just gotta stay here and reach down, fly high. Which way you gonna go? 'Cause you know it's sky high. Tell me, which way does the wind blow? Well, that's the way that the story goes. Deep into the garden, deep into the garden, to the soul. Sure as my grandmother, grandfather reached down, which way you gonna go? 'Cause you know that it's sky high, root down, fly high. Well, I'm mountain boy and garden grown. Can you grow some vegetables from the garden? Yeah. Self-sufficiency is the goal. Which way you gonna go if you wanna see? As a rainbow shines overhead in the phone room, which you know that the home is scared. Yeah. Deep down, your vision ahead. As a sky. Mountain boy if I want to stay sane. This is how I heal. How I heal. My voice upon the land. Sure as a tear falls. I didn't get to see my grandmother, grandfather much at all. Honor them anyway. Raised with a single mom after the divorce, they say. What's gonna be the remedy for which I stay? Which I stay, say yeah. Gonna root down, even with the palm down. Gonna root down, even if I frown down. Gonna root down, root down, root down, root down, root down. Away to stay. Easy on the mountainside, sorry if I'm screaming like an eagle on the rise. As the pressure builds from within, I know I'm here to stand. Stand, stand. On along the way. Root down, fire to start. With my hand in the soil underground. Whoa. This isn't a song to be for sale. Just singing how I feel without fail. I can do that. I can do that. I can do. Breathe in, breathe out, soul, see on the land. Root down, fire. Love my family all the way. Love you all the way. Home and heart. Love is existence. Love is existence. Heart to the home, heart to the home, heart to the with the world on fire, with the Ember, popping home. I can keep it warm on the heart. Don't know what to say. I can let it all go. Hearth and home. That's all I can call myself anyway. Give you innocence, give you innocence. Don't give your innocence away. Grandfather, grandmother, toe the line. Sure as a fishing rod shoots off a line to the ocean tide. Seaside, off the cliff they sad. Children, to the earth unwound. Children, to the earth unwound. Yeah. Self-sufficiency is the way to go. Sure as you sow the seed for which to grow. Seaside, countryside, rich rain. Home and heart for which to stay. Laws of family forevermore. Easy on the seaside. Easy on the countryside of town. Easy on the countryside of town. Easy on the countryside of town, yeah. Did my best, you know. It's not easy to get up here and do this, especially not for me. I'm not some professional, you know. Did my best. Well, this was my inspiration. Maybe I'll come back and do more. Yep. Self-sufficient Gardner, John Seymor. Yeah. And Seymor, my grandmother and grandfather, right? Root down, fly high, as I always say. I-O. It's up there in the window. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. I hope this made you feel better. Made me feel better. Just Mandola for now. Root down, fly high. Remember, grandmother and grandfather are worth it. And they are.